Hi, I'm Rach and this is Pretty Little Potato. So the vlog today is all about microblading. What that means is essentially it is a beauty treatment that lasts for about a year. I'm hoping it will repair my eyebrows. At the minute it takes me about half an hour to put my face on in the morning, and about 15 to 20 minutes of that is genuinely my eyebrows. Oh, my eyebrows. I have had really bad eyebrows for like 15 years, since it was the trend to pluck the hell out of them. I have an appointment with LH Beauty next week. It is the initial consultation, so they sit down, they do a patch test and chat you through the whole procedure, because there's a lot to it. It is really important that you have the consultation, but it's also important that you pick the right beautician. I have researched LH Beauty. I have watched the results of their beauty treatments and everything that they do, so I'm really excited about this. And let me show you why. And now this is what I look like without eyebrows. So I am really desperately excited to get microblading. It's just something that really affects my confidence, and I just hate them. I hate them so much. And I know you shouldn't say that you hate things about yourself, but this is something that I can fix and that I can remedy. And yes, it is cosmetic, yes, it is appearance, but it does matter a lot to me. So I am desperately excited to get them fixed. Oh, they're just eyebrows. Don't be stupid. But anyway, so here is my routine of what I do in the morning for my eyebrows. The products that I use a Rimmel pencil, something really simple, a couple of brushes, a pot of powder, most mornings I end up giving up. I'll do Riley. And then you can decide of yourself later. And anyway, yes, microblading, let's go. So today is the day of the first of 3 appointments with LH Beauty. It is a consultation today where they do the patch test and just, I think, a kind of general talk over everything as to what the process is. I wasn't sure whether or not I was meant to wear makeup, so I haven't worn makeup, and I feel very naked without my eyebrows, but that's the point of today. Just home from my consultation with Louise at LH Beauty, and she was amazing. She really knew her stuff. She talked me through not only the process but all of the products that they use. I was worried about scarring and she talked to me about that, and even measurements and linings and everything. She was absolutely brilliant. My next appointment is the first real session. The first session is about measuring out and the first fill-in, so her actually doing my eyebrows. So today all she did was she did a wax and she did a tint and made sure that everything was in place and how I like them. Said to kind of just make sure they were perfect, so I had said about maybe a little bit longer, but she made some really good points about as you get older your face drops and everything. So she was great to talk to, really professional, really qualified, knew her stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is have them just a little bit more, they're a wee bit rounded at the minute, so more to a point, and especially this bit here maybe a wee bit more square, but she's going to measure everything out in the next appointment, make sure they're perfect. That takes about 30 to 45 minutes just because it is the most important thing, getting it measured out in your face absolutely properly, and then she does the fill-in bit, and then you go back for an appointment 4 to 6 weeks later to get the final session done. So that is part 1 of 3 done, and I'm so excited to get them finished. Good morning! It is now the 6th of February and today is the day of my big appointment. So it's appointment 2 out of 3 where kind of all the measurements are done and the first etches are done, so I am super excited. I can't believe that I don't have to look at these eyebrows anymore and that this is the last day that I will have to make them up. That's me home from appointment 2 and I love my new eyebrows. They just look fantastic. They look so good, like there's not a stitch of makeup on my face and I look completely normal. It's great, they're so good. What happened was I went into my appointment, we went through the disclaimer form, all the legals as you do, and then Louise started the treatment. The first element of it is measuring everything out, make sure you're happy with everything, and we took a long time doing that, especially because I like a bit of a peak, but for a more natural look we've gone for this look at the minute, and then in the fill out we're gonna fix these bits here. So at the minute This bit here is still, I'm not touching it, but this bit here is still a bit patchy. This bit looks really natural, so in the second appointment what she's going to do is going to cross it more. I actually find it to be quite, painful's not the word, scratchy and uncomfortable. If you imagine a surgeon's blade and it's like split into tiny little hairs, and the feeling, it's like almost someone's raking. Like, that makes sense. I don't know what I was expecting before, but it was a wee bit uncomfortable, but I am so happy. So at the minute they are a wee bit bigger and a wee bit more puffy, but I just love them. Look at that. This light isn't amazing either. They'd be much better in natural light. So there's a proper process that you have to go through. So in order to prepare beforehand, couldn't drink any caffeine, had to stop using retinol products and everything. Louise gives you this amazing little pack that gives you all the instructions that you need to follow, and the aftercare is so important. So the first and most important thing about the aftercare is your balm, and it's applying it 2 to 3 times a day and making sure that you're basically following her instructions that she gives you in this pack. And the second thing is about not getting them wet for about 7 to 10 days, which is actually quite challenging when you wash your hair every other day. So what I'm going to do is I have booked in with the hairdressers on Saturday for a wash and a blow dry, and I might try to do that Thursday next week. It's a wee bit long for me to leave it, but I'm going to dry shampoo it in the meantime and just whack my hair up because I'm not spoiling these eyebrows at all. They just like, oh, they look so great. I'm so happy right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to film the recovery time. So between day 1 and day 10 is the most change. So this is immediately after I've got it done. I'm not actually that puffy or inflated. It is quite painful to touch, so I'm not going to touch it, but what I'm going to do is record every single day so you guys can see it. The first day of eyebrow recovery, I'm starting to not feel 100% great, but my eyebrows look fantastic. So I got microbladed yesterday, so this is a full 24 hours afterward. There's a little balm that you have to put on as part of the aftercare, so you put it on twice a day, and my makeup looks really pale around them. I'm not putting any makeup anywhere near them so that I don't have to remove it, because you're not allowed to get them wet for 10 days. So my makeup looks a wee bit strange because you can't have tan on either, but I don't care. The eyebrows look fantastic. Up here is a bit patchy still. However, this is all part of the process. It's a waiting game. You have to have trust in the process and the whole process. It's not like boom, one day you have great eyebrows. There is a healing process to it. My eyebrows will change significantly over the next 10 days. So this is day 1. Apparently they're meant to be a bit darker in the first few days. The swelling has definitely gone down, but I quite like my eyebrows darker anyway. It's really impressive. You can see like the individual strokes here. I think I would like this bit more arched or more filled in the appointment in March, just to finish it off. But for day 1, I'm pretty pleased with them. They look class. They look so good. It hurts a little bit if I'm too expressive, like if I raise them too high or frown too deeply. So I'm trying to not do that, and I'm trying to. Last night I slept flat on my head. Normally I sleep on my side with my face smushed in the pillow, so I tried to stay still all night, so didn't sleep very well. But apart from that, they're absolutely fantastic, and apart from getting ill, but they're great. It's day 2 of recovery for my brows, not for me. I'm so unwell at the minute, but day 2 for my brows. I have the balm on them at the minute, so they do look a bit wet, but they're not. It's just the healing balm that you have to put on 2 to 3 times a day. So at the minute they are absolutely grand. Apparently the healing process, they look really dark for the first couple of days. I don't actually mind that because I have quite dark eyebrows naturally, so I think I would like to keep them darker rather than lighter. So over the next wee while they will start to flake a little bit, and then they'll fade and they'll be patchy, but this is a process. You have to trust the process. It does take time. The start point is the consultation, the end point will be in March, and the time in between you just have to suck it up and get on with it. So I'm still really delighted with them, and I think they look quite natural. It is day 3 of recovery. My brows are still looking great. I feel awful, but this morning I am off to the hairdressers to get my hair washed. It is day 4 of recovery. I'm still feeling like death, but brows are doing well. They're rather itchy today. I think we're coming on to the next stage. But they look well. I've just been applying the balm loads. Today is the first day that I've had to deal with heavy rain. I recently bought a coat with a hood on it. First coat I've had with a hood in my adult life. Ridiculous. But it started to rain, so I just pulled my hood right the way over my face whilst kind of keeping it off my eyebrows. And Mark just directed me through the streets, which is ridiculous. But it worked because they have to stay 100% dry. It's really, really important that they stay dry.
Up close, I think what's really impressive is that you can see the individual strokes that she has made with the blade. And even up here as well. It just looks absolutely fantastic.
So it's day 7, so this day a week ago I had the appointment number 2. And brows are doing great. I'm finally starting to feel a bit better, so I'm going back into work today. Just unfortunate timing really that I've gotten sick because all these videos of me so pale. So they're just about here. They're starting to get a tiny little bit flaky. So just keep putting loads of balm on them. It is day 8 of recovery and it is Valentine's Day. We have had to cancel all of our plans because I'm not well, so I'm very, very grumpy today. So this will only be short and sweet. They're good today. I'm just not good today. It is day 9 of recovery. Please ignore how pale I am. I wanted to update you guys on my eyebrow progress. So I haven't put any balm on them yet this morning because they've started to get just a tiny bit flaky, just tiny bits. But whenever I put the balm on, it just goes away straight away. What I like to do is I put on balm before I go to bed at night. I wake up, it's dry, and I put it on in the morning. And then if it starts to get a bit itchy, I just put it on during the day. So my eyebrows have actually looked quite wet through this whole journey. But it's just because I've been just putting the healing balm on, and that balm is amazing. It's so good. It's been nice to look at my face whenever I have no makeup on and I have eyebrows. My eyebrows don't make me feel worse. I haven't put any balm on them yet this morning. Good morning. Today is day 10 of recovery for my brows, and they have only just really in the last couple of days started to flake, and it's just been the tiniest bit. Like, I was half expecting it to look like I'd had some kind of allergic reaction or really bad dry skin, but it's been really minimal. There's a little bit here this morning and I haven't put the balm on yet, but the healing's incredible. Like, they're not itchy anymore. I've always had full range of expression. They look fantastic. I love them so much. They look great. It's been nice, especially when I've not been well, to be able to wander around and just not think about how awful they are for once. This is them with no makeup on at all. They are doing great. They're still a bit patchy in areas, but that's okay because I know it's part of the process. Days 1 to 10 are the most important for post-recovery. You can't get them wet. Last night I washed my hair by myself, thank you very much. It was great. And I managed to not get any water on my face, which is class. So where are we now? It's the 16th of February, so my next appointment is on the 6th of March. I'm going to check in as my brows change because there's apparently the most difference between day 1 and day 10, even though I've barely seen any changes. They might go a little bit, I think they're meant to fade, and then when you have the next appointment they're great. But yeah, I'm delighted with them. They look so great. I'm so happy. See, just here, there's the tiniest bit of flaking. Just tiny bits. You can barely even tell. Hello. I feel like I haven't vlogged in an absolute age, and truthfully in real life I haven't. I've taken a couple of weeks break, but today is the 9th of March, so it is my final appointment for my microblading and I'm so excited. I think where I last left you was about day 10, so I took a couple of pictures in between. The reason I took a break is because I wasn't well for a couple of weeks, so I was just resting on the sofa, properly miserable. So I took some photographs, I think day 19, 23 and 29, so I'm going to pop those in now. And I think where I left you video wise was day 10, so it's quite a bit of change. As you can see, they're very patchy and uneven. If I go around this side here, especially up in this area, Yes, I do brush my hair. It always looks so messy in these vlogs. Anyway, I'm off to LH Beauty for my last filling appointment. I can't wait to see my final results. They're already amazing and better than the brows I've had for the last 15 years. So I really can't wait to see the results. You ready for the big reveal? 1, 2, 3, ta-da! Now I will show you a close-up in a second, but I wanted to let you know that I love them. I love my new eyebrows. They are fantastic. Louise did such a good job on them. They are crisp. The arches are better. I wanted straighter square lines here, and oh, she did exactly what I wanted. She is such an artist, and I am so happy that I did so much research and that I went to her. What happened in the appointment today was Louise did a wax and a tint of my eyebrows to begin with, and then she remeasured everything just to make sure that everything was still symmetrical, and we did a couple of little changes. So I wanted a little bit of a higher arch as well, and as I say, more square here, and she just measured everything out. She uses string and sticky things to your face. It's great. She's fantastic. And then we got down to it and she started to microblade again. So it was the exact same process as before. She did it slightly more dense, so put in more hair strokes in the areas that I thought were a wee bit sparse, which was brilliant. And I've taken 2 paracetamol because it is a bit stingy today, I think because of the wax and the tint to begin with, and then the microblading. So I got a wax and a tint on the very first consultation, and then like not even a week later I went in and had the first session of microblading done, and then this is 4 or 5 weeks later, so then I needed a wax and a tint, and then the microblading on top of that. It's just a bit more sensitive than I remember it being last time. It's part of it. It's worth it when they look this beautiful. It's the same 10-day recovery period as the first one, so the same 10-day rules apply. No liquids at all, really important. And I washed my hair this morning. I also went on a run this morning because you can get like really sweaty for at least 7 to 10 days as well, and you have to make sure that you apply the after balm, and even if they get itchy or something, there'll be minimal flaking as long as you keep applying her balm, and you don't put any makeup on them either, and you just take care of them. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because there's the 10-day recovery after this as well, my plan had been to cut the vlog here and be like, this is it, finished product, but it's not finished yet. So there's another 10 days on top of this, so I'm going to keep filming. But what I am going to do separately is a Q&A vlog, because I've had so many questions from so many different people about does it hurt, how long does it take, how many sessions, how long does it last, how much is it? So if you want to ask any questions, please leave them in the comments below, even if it's cost, because it is expensive, but in my opinion it is worth every single penny. It is your face. It is so important that any work that you get done to your face is done by someone who is qualified in their field, and who is not only qualified but is a professional. It is your face. I give Louise the highest praise. She is an artist. She knows exactly what she's doing. She has done this for years, and she takes the time and really cares for her clients, because it is her reputation, and she's just lovely to talk to, puts you really at a sense of ease, and produces the most amazing results. So I love my new eyebrows. Oh, I wish I got them years ago. Kind of what happens now, what happens after the 10 days after they're recovered, depending on your skin type, microblading is meant to last between 12 and 18 months if you take good care of them. So that means even with the sun, making sure that they're covered and everything. So hopefully mine will last up to 18 months. What I'm going to do is the top up as well. I'll cover that in the Q&A. Keep an eye out for that vlog if you do have any questions. I'll talk about that more later, about the next steps. But in the meantime, I'm going to be recording PA3, post-appointment 3 results. You'll see on my Instagram that I have an Insta story, and not only have I recorded what my brows were like days 1 to 10, but I have tried to take pictures of the journey all the way along and explained a little bit about why I decided to do this. They are stingy and sore, so what I'm going to do is just have a nice relaxing evening, not do anything too strenuous, and hopefully take a nap. But I will see you tomorrow for PA3 day 1. Hi. So this is PA3 day 1, so post-appointment 3 day 1, and my brows are still great, still love them. They're just a tiny bit stingy, but it's nothing really. I think I slept on this side of my face, like smushed into a pillow, and the first time round I was like laying really still because I woke up with a sore back, but this time this bit was really red and this bit was like untouched, so I think I had my face like smushed into a pillow, so just need to watch that. Apart from that, it's absolutely grand, it's not sore. I have put loads of balm on it, so that's why they kind of look a little bit wet. Sorry for the light in here, it's currently snowing. So here is the close-up of the brows. This bit here is the bit that is a wee bit sore, but you can see really well the strokes. Absolutely fantastic. I really love them. It is post-appointment 3, day 7, so I got my second appointment done a week ago today, and I wanted to pop on to let you guys know how my brows are healing. So at the minute, there is flaking, kind of for the first time. It is very, very much my own fault. I went to bed without putting any balm on. Also, I didn't put any on yesterday afternoon, so the last time I put some on was Friday morning. And I woke up this morning and there was a lot of flaking for me, like maybe 3 flakes, so I whacked it on this morning, hence the really wet look, and that is totally my own fault. And I just totally forgot because they look so amazing. So let me take you in for a closer look. So I'm particularly getting this shot because the flaking is around my brow, not just on the brow. So that was very, very bold of me to do that. But they look so, so good. I'm so happy with them. I'm so ridiculously happy with them. You can see here, and it's very minimal. It's very, very minimal flaking. I've noticed as well my hair is much, much darker. I cut it down during the week, but I think it really still suits the colour of my brows as well. It is post-appointment 3, day 7, but my brows are basically, that's them, and this is how they're going to stay, bar the kind of wet look to them. So I'm going to end my microblading journey vlog here, but thank you so much for watching it. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. It does mean the world to me whenever I see people interacting. Also, if you have any questions, I'm going to do a microblading FAQ vlog. Please pop them in the comments below and I will try to answer everybody's in that video. I hope you enjoyed this transformation. It has completely transformed my whole face. I just love them. My confidence has soared. My morning routine is so much quicker. I'm getting so much done in the mornings. I'm exercising in the mornings now. I'm doing dishes in the morning. I'm putting on washes in the morning. It's great. I have so much time. I just love them. I love them so much. They are exactly what I wanted them to be. These are the eyebrows I have been waiting for 15 years, and I am so glad I got them done with Louise from LH Beauty. I will pop all of her information, her Instagram, her website, I will pop everything below. I cannot recommend her enough. She is amazing. She is an artist, and go and see her for the consultation. The consultation is about half an hour, and I'll tell you more about it I think in the FAQ vlog, but definitely check out her work. She is a superstar. She is the queen of brows and brow transformations. It's just, look at them. So as I say, do leave me a comment if you have any questions or you just want to leave me a comment, and I will see you guys soon.